Mumias Sugar, it seems still under pressure following those disappointing first half results. What's your overall view on that company?
Thank you, Alishia. I think fundamentally Mumias has had a bad half year, but that was due to the weather conditions, and they made that very clear. But from a long-term perspective, I believe this company is still a buy for the mere fact that it has diversified its operations into a wide variety of activities. So it's the volatility of its business and it's the risk of buying the share isn't that high. Mm-hmm. I think market players are responding to earnings, which in my view can change given more favorable conditions. Mm-hmm. I would definitely recommend it as a buy.
Just taking a look at some of those projects it's involved in a bid to diversify its operations, we've got Dyer and electricity generation, but some saying that it's not likely to increase profits as much as one had initially anticipated. Have you revised your expectations on that front at all in terms of contributions of projects like that to the company's bottom line?
Well, we knew that sugar production and the sugar business does comprise a large part of the business, at least 80% of revenues. The other business lines would provide the remainder of that. But the fact that they can produce their own electricity, maybe not for use through the national grid, but they can use it in their own operations. Mm-hmm. And with a company like Mumias, the best thing right now would be to venture into different areas where the yields on sugar are much higher. And we've seen recent suggestions that they are willing to buy other market players who may give them that edge. Yeah. So I think that the issue here is getting better yields on the sugar, and I think that is possible depending on location.
Hopefully the delay to those privatization plans for some of the sugar millers in Kenya is not going to progress on for much longer. In the meantime, I touched on KPLC a little earlier, sliding back over 2% to 22 shillings 75. Of course, we saw the company's rights start trading yesterday, and the company in that rights issue managing to raise 9.83 billion shillings. What's your view on that company at this stage?
Well, I can take a long-term view on KPLC because I don't believe any short-term movements in the stock really say much about it. Right now, with increased supply from the shares that have come through, you may see people taking profit, looking at the margins between where they got in at the rights price and now. But if I was to advise someone, I would tell them to look at the long-term projects they're investing in, and to see whether this will improve their profile as as a dividend company. That's where I'd look for value in the company. But I still have very good hopes that KPLC will deliver this year.
Of course, that entire balance sheet restructuring is meant to provide the company with growth capital moving forward. So that outlook certainly looks brighter if projects roll ahead as the company plans it would.